Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, did you capture it?
Junior DJ.
Just let it slip.
Exclusive rights.
B-boys hit the flow with it. Up in Jamaica, let me see your heel toe with it. Clown and crump with it. A-town stump with it. At the set, juggalettes make they double D's jump to this house on the hill. Relative drill. Bow Wow said he do me up a red grill. Bust a bus, saluted the 5-6 field. Cody Water, he showed me a lot in this business for real storming. In Salt Lake City, performing. Out of their garments before the morning, I'm charming. Leaving them torn, mess with the boys, you get the horns. Nina gets with a beauty that's disarming. Misery's behind me, labels trying to sign me. Ain't too many who don't know just who the tech 9 be. If she looking for something with a future so shiny, Kansas City, Missouri is where she gon' find me. I'm a hopeless thug. There ain't no love, reminiscing on how close we were way back in the day before they put the crack in the way. And hey, how much money can you stack in the deck? Just kick you up, collect calls for my niggas and cup. I recollect we used to ball, now just living's enough. I stand tall in the winter, summer, spring, and fall. Thug for life, sprawled all across the wall and all. About my dollars, make me wanna holler, drop an album, sell a million, give a fuck about tomorrow. I know it's getting crazy after dark, keep on up in the public, ain't no fear in my heart. What's going on in the ghetto, still struggling, strive. I still roll with the heater, smoking chocolate top. In 94, I'll be going solo. Too many problems of my own, so I'm rolling solo.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's going to be an afternoon stream, it is, between 82nd and Syndicate. This was kind of like a last-minute choice for me. I was just tired from yesterday's stream. I mean, great match yesterday for the APL semifinal. Syndicate played GBI, and I'd say Syndicate looked pretty dominant in their performance yesterday, and rightfully earned their position in the final to face Esprit de Corps, last year's champion, 2023. So yeah, that was an awesome game. Definitely catch that match on my YouTube. But anyway, today Syndicate's still on the grind. They're ready to keep the momentum going, and they are taking on the 82nd Airborne. Now, just a little background on the Airborne. These guys have been around for as long as I've been in this Hell Let Loose comp scene. So many veteran players that I've seen stick around and keep the comp scene live. Kolstat, Star-Lord, Gem, all these guys are household names in the Hell Let Loose competitive community. So, you know, they were on a little bit of a down, I'd say, recently. I mean, I'm gonna try and remember. I think there was a seasonal where they were, maybe 2 or 3 seasonals back, they were top 3, I think, at one time, challenging for the top spot, and then they had some fallout. I think that's when Thorpe was still on 82nd. But, you know, recently they've come back around. They've recruited well, and from what I'm hearing, they have a pretty pretty formidable team again. So I'm interested in seeing what they've got to offer today. See what kind of challenge they put up for Syndicate. Now the map, as you can see right over here, and boy, look at that shitty graphic, man. That tells you how much time I had. That looks like chocolate and vanilla, or chocolate and whatever syrup just threw up all over that graphic. But anyway, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont will be the map. It's a very common comp map. I think both of these teams really know the ins and outs of this map, so I think it's not going to be a surprise to anyone. It's just a matter of what team can assert their dominance early and then clear out sectors and basically put their armor in positions to where they can control the map and control the tempo, the pace of the game. So, quick look at the map has us 97 full, and we're slightly over time. Not a big deal. Yesterday was a little bit of a difficulty with the server not being ready and then having to switch servers and then people not being able to log in to their accounts. So we got started a little bit late, and I'm over here spitballing, trying to make up content as we went along, but we're looking pretty good today. 99 in server, so we're almost done. And just so you guys know, Syndicate will be running on the German Axis side, while the 82nd Airborne will be taking up the Allied side, and they'll be running as US. So we do have a little bit of time. I will just briefly go over the playoffs just real quick. Esprit de Corps was 4-0, and they took on Helos on Purple Heart Lane. I caught a portion of the match. I did see Helos in the beginning take the opener on Purple Heart Lane Night 3-2, but they weren't able to hold. They weren't able to lock out that midpoint. Not even sure what the midpoint was, but I was very surprised that they could even get an upper hand on Esprit. But eventually they kind of fell and got 5-0'd in about an hour. So yeah, it was a tough map for Helos. But they do show promise, obviously, because anybody that can take the midpoint from Esprit is doing a pretty good job. And then, obviously, Syndicate with an impressive win over GBI last night. I'll get that right. Yeah, I'm still a little tired. Roadmap, we did cover that as well last night. Everything looks pretty good. I think Team 17 was all about undershooting it. They don't want to make expectations so unattainable, so not to irritate the base like they did last time by promising big things. Everything that you're seeing on there that we've pretty much seen during the PTE. The only thing that's really new is the new map, and I kind of speculated. I was hoping it would be a desert one. And my choice was Tobruk. It could be the Siege of Tobruk or something similar. They have all the skins from the new British tanks. And obviously the reworked British forces. You want to show the British a little love because I think they're one of the factions that, much like the Russians, don't get enough love. So the last thing we need is another, Western France map. Even if it's like a Villers-Bocage, I would prefer something in the desert, in the North African desert. Also, what else is coming with the new? We've got the winter coat, which is cool. Now I think that'll be the free download, whereas the patent coat is probably going to be their DLC for $5. Guys, go out and support the game. Go and support the team so we keep getting new content. And like always, before we even get started, let's make sure that we're throwing the like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Obviously, if you're here right now, it's because you hit that notification bell. Anyway, we are 100 strong in the server. Sainte-Marie-du-Mont will be our match today. It's a scrimmage. And we might have a little treat. Out Timer, who's part of the Syndicate tanking squad, has given me his feed. So I know there's a whole lot of problems with delays and stuff. So I'm just hoping, again, it's a scrim. I'm hoping though that, you know, when I switch over to his scene, that we can, you know, see what it's like being in his tank from that first person point of view. But anyway, the map has flipped. Yesterday was a little bit of a scramble because it was a 35 and I couldn't find heir apparent. I mean, when I rewatched the stream later, I did eventually find it, but man, my brain was in full panic mode or something. I saw him in an item, then he switched out of item into Roger squad. Anyway, our midpoint for Sainte-Marie-du-Mont will be AA Network, right in the middle. I love AA Network. Anyway, let me just do what I got to do here to get this camera set up for you guys, and then we'll jump into the live scene momentarily. All right, so I'll see you guys in there. Peace. Okay. And here we go. Sainte-Marie-du-Mont is the 4th point for Syndicate. They have a very favorable layout. Sainte-Marie-du-Mont is like a fortress to get into, and it's quite a distance. Very easily held. And AA Network is obviously, to me, the better of the midpoints. Better than Dugout, which is over here on the left, and the C column, or better than Pierre's Farm, which is in the H. So, and I do believe I thought I saw some TL guys. Yeah, I thought I saw some TL guys showing up for this scrimmage. So that's cool. Frank. Everybody's getting busy. Let's lock it up. I didn't go over the roster, so I probably should do that a little bit. Just get an idea. All right. Craven is running, our OG commander, and I know you guys caught that. The Kalido stand. Yeah, quite our German squad of tankers. About ready to get going. Locked and cocked, baby. Always looking for those snipes. Driver needs to be head on a swivel. Make sure he doesn't get taken out. It would be disastrous. Yesterday's start for GBI was absolutely disastrous for them. I think that was huge in determining, you know, whether they could get a strong foothold. And they blew the opener, which is probably one of the reasons why they weren't never able to truly able to get into the game. It was just an awful begin. Oh, here they come. Wow, just missing. 3 rocket shots coming down. Now we're gonna pull the very close rocket snipes almost connect. Syndicate looking really good off the start. 50% cap on our midpoint AA network. Just had to check our stream. We are going live. Fantastic. Big spawn. 82nd. Throwing everything they can in. This is their last-ditch effort to try and save the midpoint. Now, if this doesn't work... If this doesn't work... Oh, artillery by heir apparent. Takes out the full squad. Yeah, 82nd is definitely in reset mode. And this is all but done. AA Network is officially in the hands of Syndicate. 3-2 off the start. Great start for these guys. Now, light tanks are just going to circle around. Clapping OPs. This is what we're talking about. This is their job, to soften up the back end of Syndicate. Try and take any and everything out before it gets eventually clapped. Just wildly shooting at anything. HE in the shit out of trees. Now the looks is right across from it. I'm not sure if they've got eyes on each other just quite yet, but you can see Demos in the light, and Greyhound gets put down. Lots of rockets coming out. Let's try and identify where the lines of battle are now that the midpoint has been capped. So the point is still under contention. Syndicate is trying to clear out while at the same time put up garrisons. They have one, we'll call this 5 points. Commonplace, and I'm sure they're going to put one near their glider where basically Pierre's farm is. They do have a one set up by Commander Craven on map edge in the H. And I'm hoping and praying the audio issues that I was struggling with yesterday are a thing of the past. The boys were like, Gadarian, you got your audio up on Epic. Get that shit down to high. And I turned down the volume slightly, so I'm hoping less feedback. All right, Tetris. Tetris is on this. Ouch. Stuart light tank for 82nd. Still up. Caseman with a shot. I think he got him tracked. Poop. Sailed his. Now, one wondering where Stewart goes down. Not sure from where. Syndicate's tanks, where are they at currently? Got Badger, Bailey, and Bebo by 5 points, moving north. Oh my goodness. You know, now that we're running live, I'm gonna stop recording. Maybe that'll free up some of the resources. Maybe that's just the problem. The guys also mentioned getting myself a sound card. Not a bad idea, probably, if this is gonna be an issue. The God. You know, and I am noticing ever since I stopped recording, Outtimer getting it. Feels like I'm getting less reverb. Anyway, right where we are near the 5 points. Our Panzer IV is just locked in, got tons of targets with infantry support to its rear. Yeah, our Panzer IV is just going to sit here and continue to hold. Force 82nd to go in a different direction. So it looks like a majority of 82nd is right on where Air Apparent has the helmet marked. This is just, and you're seeing just outside of the wheat field, a bulk of the 82nd squad. Obviously, I think the approach is through the wheat field. Coming down Main Street, so to speak, is Winky. These guys are... Yeah, these guys are going to have a tough day getting chopped up. Raptor AT. Just taking his time. And Setsu, that's the clap on him. And once again, I think if squad leads can continue to provide targets for Heir Apparent, he's proven game in and game out, artillery will clear out your whole entire sector as long as you're holding your lane and you know exactly where the enemy is coming from. He's gonna find you. Hopping in with Raptor. Raptor is just trying to find cover. Trying to peek. Takes down NX, but then gets whacked by worst guitarist. Yeah, we're gonna just lower our HLL audio as well, just a touch, shall we? Yeah, maybe that'll help a little. MG versus MG. You know, you got to imagine the MG players know where the cherry spots are. So Levion's trying to flank around him and the rest of the boys. Takes a shot from the rear. Could have been friendly. Who knows? But what we're looking at here, this is Pierre's farm. Off to the west. 82nd knows how important it is to control Pierre's. If you control Pierre's, it's your way into a network bombing run from... It looks like an 82nd bombing run, hitting what looks like 5 points. And how about we change the scoreboard, Gadarian? How about you wake up? Sorry to you guys at home, man. I'm just... The brain's a little slow. There's OG Remba. Another one of the OG 82nd fellas. Trying to pop the shotty. Pump it. I'm not sure the range on that bad boy, but it's not much over 100. Now this is good news for 82nd. They are in the strong cap. Strong point, I should say. AA network. Now Razor takes them out. Razor, our South American fellow from, I believe, Argentina. And we'll be sending them back to Argentina in a nice little tiny box. Now this is an amazing OP. Gelman, great job. You got Remba anchoring the OP. Right down below us is AA network, so with some tank support, 82nd AD is a real threat from the north. And you can see in the distance just a little further up, Haber, our other squad lead. Now, where are Syndicate tanks at this point? Now, let's try and get on with these boys. I'm going to try and switch over to... Well, let's see if it works. You know, it's the big experiment. Now, if it goes shit, we're going to get out of here real quick, so... Yeah, this is Alzheimer. We're looking at his... We're not going to say it looks all that bad, but it doesn't look all that good either, so. That's what it looks like from the first person. Big brother hugging little brother. Getting all the marks. I wonder if I just blow this bad boy up a little. Let me see if I can fix it up for you guys. Hold up.
Medium's not looking good on ammo.
Yeah, let's not try that right now. That wouldn't be a good thing to do. So I tell you what, we'll just skip on that.
Good luck out.
We'll get that ironed out. I think that's a nice little feature. Mr. Altberg does that to perfection. That guy has it perfected. So we'll pull off the Tiger. Now Panzer IV looks like it's going further west. And the area, I believe, in front of us here is Gardens. So yeah, this is Gardens. This is a very ballsy move for the Panzer IV in enemy territory without infantry support. Mr. definitely hears the sound of the engine. Can he get on his 6? Not sure. One in. A second on the way, perhaps. Looks like the Panzer IV escapes reasonably undamaged. Now this is some wild play right here. You don't normally see this in a seasonal or HCA, even APL. You're not going to see these type of moves, but it's a scrimmage. So these guys, you know, have a little fun with it on a Sunday. Why not? Destination unknown. I mean, he's obviously going for, I don't know if he's going to walk it straight into the strong point, but we're here for it. Yeah, the gig's up, Beaver. Now, normally I don't just lock onto a tank like this, but shit. Wow, where in the hell? Oh my God. Yeah, they didn't see Mr. 7.6. I didn't either. I'm in admin camera. That was crazy. I mean, he was like a fart in the wind. You couldn't hear or see it. So I believe this is cattle sheds to the north. Yes. So maybe that was just a probing mission to find out where their 7.6 was. You know, maybe they weren't getting any marks, because you don't see too many Syndicate players in the 4 or the 3 row for that matter. So the 76, which is manned by the Commander Siege with Maddie and Broman. They're your defensive tank, and they're just going to sit and guard and hold lanes. Taking shots. Oh my, man, these guys are incredible. So the 76 and the Tiger both know where one another are. Repair station blueprint is up and ready to be built. Don't see any supplies in the area, so hopefully they get that built up before the blueprint disappears. Now Alzheimer's out of his tank, trying to see what we already know is down there in the distance. And there he is. Maybe we can hop in. It won't look so shitty. So we are slightly behind. This is him hopping out. Trying to get a peek.
We're gonna go to heaven and then
Observe is
76.
the 7-6.
we're gonna move towards
And then you'll hear the shot ring out.
Item.
Yeah, so you can see real time he's marking.
Good job.
Back over to our infantry. Roomba takes down Caseman. Nod goes down to Tetris. Now, 4th point in the distance for 82nd, Rue de la Gare. Not much of a threat right now. Syndicate had a garrison on map edge. I guess this is Pizza Slice, affectionately known. Some people say it's not a strategic place to control. Other people say it is. A lot of action to the west, just up by Gardens. Heir Apparent's mark is true. As you can see, he's got it marked. Rounds will be inbound. Get up to the front. Let's see what Na's doing. Stoner, Sen, and Tetris. Yeah, Stoner's just holding, not giving up the trenches. Second on the push, trying to get through trenches and get the hell out of that Heir Apparent artillery. Now they see Syndicate tank. Starlord on a run. He is support, so he's not going to be able to do too much about this tank. Okay, Robert. Robert just running around saying, I got to shoot something at this big-ass rocket. Ooh, he launched it through. If he would have hit something, the splash damage would have caught a couple bodies, but now I heard OP get clapped. That sound was Tetris getting OP and both Syndicate players. Grenade takes one, but now Tetris, who is, oh, and that's Garrison taken out. Tetris on a big moment here. He took out OP. He took out Garrison, clapped a couple Sin, and now he's trying to take out the Tiger. He is the level 9 assault player. And this is looking really good for 82nd. They've moved Syndicate back, pressed the tank out. Now tank needs to reposition somewhere else because the compound is no longer their own. And it's up to Prankster, Data, this fresh spawn, Giga, Cider, right back into the shit. Get control of the compound. Now we just hit the 30-minute mark. And just a quick recap. Off the start, Syndicate got the cap on AA Network, which is our midpoint, I'd say relatively easily. And have done a pretty good job of clearing the sector. But now, 20 minutes in, you know, you can start to see the lines shift a little bit toward 82nd. 82nd, as you can see, they're right here, getting closer and closer to AA Network. Now, AA Network is right there, and we're seeing lots and lots of orange. Yeah, it's all the damn explosions. That's where I'm getting the ridiculous feedback. Tanks engaging now at range. I want to say that's the 76 sitting on AA net, or excuse me, cattle sheds to the north. Somewhere out there, perhaps. Oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about? It's right underneath my nose here. Now, I believe this was the 76 sitting on cattle sheds. Now moved up. 82nd Airborne Infantry is cooking right now. They have moved the front line. Feeling really confident about their chances. 7-6 is kind of exposed, but must be feeling really good about infantry play. And he's got his guns reversed. He knows where the Tiger tank is. Again, that orange attack mark is artillery for Syndicate. And that's just all about communicating. Squad leaders communicating where the pockets of 82nd Infantry is located, and look how tough it is. Casement with the clap. Got Syndicate to the rear, perhaps. I'm just curious where the Tiger tank is. Now, 7-6 is in a bad spot. Infantry support dried up. Bunch of trades. Stevie Wonder, baby. What do you got for me? Are we getting it, Stevie? No, oh, it's on, it's on, it's on. Oh, he gets clapped. We're gonna just sit here. Does Siege know? Does he know? He's been, oh my God, the AT rockets are in. If this goes off, huge freaking play. I think it's on, I think it's there to stay. Get ready. Get ready, it's gonna be a big explosion. Real soon. Let's go. Huge play. I mean, this 7-6 took a shot. It looked good. Coming in, infantry was strong. Why not bring the tank up? Syndicate did a real fine job of swarming with some help of timely artillery. A little bit exposed. Yeah, it's tough. Tough getting your MG set up. Iron Ranger, Kolstad, smoke. Through the smoke, gets the clap. You know, and it's really hard for 82nd. They have to shift W, they have to press. So there's our front line. They call this meat grind. Can you figure out why? Yeah, this is just smokes, grenades, run, rinse, and repeat. And just keep doing it over and over. It's like the flash mob. We got Meme Star getting wrapped. I'm gonna call him N1. Scotland on back defense, just sitting on top. How he doesn't get seen by a sniper, not sure. But he is just working it, trying to find targets. Alright, let's pull up map. It's been a minute. Okay, recon for Syndicate goes across the 4-5. You know, you can see 82nd has at least a full squad, maybe more, just north of AA network. So pretty much right here, this is what recon was lighting up. Craven's recon shows this whole line. So very helpful for Heir Apparent and his artillery. He can just start walking it to the east and slowly mowing these guys down. All Syndicate needs to do is really just hold the line and allow artillery to do what it does. Now that's a bombing, or should I say a precision strike by Syndicate. Empty all the bullets. Where you going? Where you going? Meme trying to hook. Man, it's just ugly in there. Just very ugly in there. enemy looking up out west, I should say. Looks that made for what? Made for killing? Heads are rolling every which way. But Syndicate's got that great look, Robert. And Data just spotting for him. Just pinging. Holding the area. More smoke. More smoke. Wow, that wasn't smoke. That was a damn grenade. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Hey, Meme Star, you need to help me out with this shit. This is so annoying. Get these, get this audio fixed again. Okay, Alzheimer, Demos, and Ben, comfortable. Comfortable as can be. Where are we? They're the front line. We've got two others, and holy shit, there it is. I told you, the tanks of Helo. Show those boys some love. Where are they at? They're southwest. AA. Again, basically just patrolling the back end. There's Kalito's stand. Okay, back to the point. Where in the hell? Cookie's out of a tank? Oh, Cookie might have given up his tank spot for the TL boys today. Some of the real OGs in the game right here. Now you got Original K moving to the, looks like east, and they're heading up toward Pierre's farm. Probably want to gain map control, placing a garrison out all the way to the east map edge. So here these guys are. Obviously, look, supplies, 100 sitting there. Repair station is up. Probably Cookie or Indidex. All right, Kay. You know they're there. Peeking the general. Guess the general. Kolstad doing a fine job with the MG, just holding. Syndicate supplies going down. Potentially for Garrison. Supplies are dropping right there by Charlie. Black Shooter. So you can just see the times 50% of the way done, or at the 45-minute mark. Not much has changed. Things are settled down. Things are calm. And on a map like SMDM, I don't think that's something The longer you allow your defenders to kind of dig in, really solidify what they have, it's going to be tough for 82nd to break in. EK is en route. He's seeing Tiger. Tiger must be sensing something. Maybe Dad has called it out. But K is most likely going to lay low. And the Tiger has no interest in getting anywhere near the hedgerows. Just keep itself safe in open field. Hey, thanks to all you guys that watching the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Remember to support your competitive community. There's a lot of matches going on in the APL. Make sure you watch, support those streamers. And obviously with the new HCA popping up. New season of HCA. HCA is not new. As well as the seasonal, everyone's excited. Myself included. I'm really interested in seeing how the new and improved Syndicate does against the top dogs. So Robert on his little shed per usual. Talk about a guy that does his homework. He gives himself a weekly quiz on maps, just knowing where the points are. Boy, between him, you got Scotland, who's about to get up in his area. AA Network has just a shit ton of MG fire. Sleazy Steve, not promiscuous. He's been upgraded. Just up high, pinging things. Now we'll go back to front door. Here's front door. N1 has reached the trenches. Ooh, is that a full OP? That meme star's gonna... Nice play there, meme boy. Boy. Give me them trenches back. Nice job. Just when you think 80 seconds getting that foot in the door, Syndicate responds. Responds in force too. Original K with his OP. Trying to press his luck moving up. But that MG from Shogun, Gun Show I should say. Something just got smoked. Not sure what that was. All right, light guy. You know, I think it goes without saying that with the new seasonal APL, I think everybody's using it with that artillery gun. If you're an artillery player, I mean, it's so damn vital. Now this is something interesting. I did hear them in the distance. They were right underneath me, but let's pull this up. 82nd is making progress. They brought both their tanks in. Commanding today is Jem. He's always been a frontline commander. And this is a big push. This is 82nd taking a big chance with both their 7.6s. Now, if this works out, Jem and the boys are going to be happy as shit. Now, if this push fails, it's going to be a long time before they're able to renew this push on AA network, which we happen to be just to the north of. 82nd is in a great position. As you can see, AA network just in the distance, the hard cap itself. Syndicate tanks trying to get eyes on these two 7.6s. Syndicate was able to push the capture progress bar back in their favor, mostly because they controlled a strong point. They had a fresh spawn. So most of what we were seeing in terms of cap progress was soft cap progress from 82nd. Which is alarming, which now it's time for Syndicate to press in or press out from in. Set up. We got Bad all locked and loaded. Yeah, but you're out in the open there. That's a tough one. You got to find better cover. Now all this pressure's now got the attention of Kalito's tank. Looking to hold the line, which I think he'll probably park not too far from where he is now currently. And that's just great teamwork. Two tanks banking one another up. Wow, Robert just rocking the Rambo. How long can he do this for? Not long, because I've locked on him. The curse is real. Let me just reload this shit. He could run for a little bit. Him and Poop. Got clapped from behind. Is that Satchel we're seeing? Syndicate Satchel, believe they were getting overrun in that area. VNT just paid for the farm. He's done. 82nd 76 is in desperate need to get any cover. Tiger tank's got eyes on the trench. Artillery really covering the open areas quite well. Oh! Shotgun hurts. Uh-oh, Kay. Okay. Can we get it done, Kay? You freaking MGs? No. Keanu's gonna do the inspection to make sure everything is okay before the crew hops out. He's checking it out. He's like, "Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good." He didn't get it off, but guess what? Look who's back. Back again. Oh man. Wow, great job. Who is that? Is that the Trail Tiger? That is the Trail Tiger of Athens, and Hans. Coming to the aid. Gotta love to see that. Great teamwork. But if these tanks are uncareful, 82nd does have an OP. And these tanks need to be a little bit careful. Definitely don't take your eyes off the trenches. Tanks in the open. Prank with the rocket shot that misses. Rocket. Yeah, nothing. Rumor tries to get the buck shots off. Poop Naked ain't having any of it. Okay, let's pull up map. Let's just get an idea of how things are looking. You know, 82nd has really been doing a fine job of pressing Syndicate. Normally you can see Syndicate get up into the 5, but they have not been really able to establish much of a presence. So they've been resigned more or less to the 6 and trying their best to push 82nd. I mean, this is Gardens right here to the north, and they just can't seem to get them out. I mean, they brought tanks up with artillery support, and they're still struggling to get that done. Robertson meat grind today. STG-44, can we get it? Him and Tetris. Robert gets the win on that. Wow, he's OP though. Yeah, they put a couple extra bullets in his ass just to make sure. Caseman. Little hop, jump, and then the skip. BNT with that win. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. 82nd got some shooters. These guys are no yoke, man. See, the big thing is Syndicate with a little help from TL today just goes to show you what tanks can really do. Even though you're winning your gun battles, you get to that point where you hit the wall, and the wall being the tiger. You know, Mate is going to try and hope he presses up. He's sitting there with the AT rocket. But he's not too interested. Tank is just very comfortable. Nah, Athens, Hans, like, nah, we're good. So we'll come back. I mean, I know there's a lot of action over here, but try and show the east flank some love. Got eyes on Original K up top, squad leader. He's looking to press, get deep in. Oh, easy shot. Easy clap. Okay. Okay. Get that. Get it. Get it, boy. Let's get that. Takes out an 82nd front door garrison. That garrison was right here in the wheat field. That's their front door. That's a big play. But guess what goes up when you stack your supplies? And that's the hard part. That's the hard part is, you know, how do you deal with when people want a certain area, when a team says, we want this area, we're just going to continue to just drop crazy amount of supplies. We're going to hold that area. Even if you cap or take down one of those garrisons, we're going to have one built just as soon as you get out of there or we kill you. And the story today for me has been just on a map like SMDM. Yeah, the tanks really rule with some real timely artillery. I think the infantry play has been pretty balanced. I mean, you might even say certain points in the match 82nd looked like they were getting the better of the gunplay, but difference maker, tanks. Do a quick little eye in the sky, fly around. So the area to the east, Pierre's farm, being right where this busted up glider is, Don and Cole, they own. So Syndicate needs to get out wider because this is where you can allow, this is where 82nd is going to get underneath you. I'm going to show you where we are. Right here, this is 82nd right below us. So they can run along this 6th line and get underneath, take out garrisons, potentially get this network here of garrisons, put their own up. I mean, it's getting well ahead of myself, but I mean, that's where it starts. Brass taking down Harbor or Haber. Now this group here needs to be the one that makes sure the flank doesn't get wrapped, so send somebody out to the east. Iron Ranger launching one. I'm not sure if that's a garrison out there that he's seen over by the glider, or he's just trying to snipe infantry with it. Cookie and Bullet. And man, even further out, man, these guys, see, there's so much of the game that you don't even see what's going on behind the scenes sometimes. I mean, this is good stuff from Syndicate. You know, it's not front door, you don't see it in your face, but these guys don't do their job well. 80 seconds is going to be back in your kitchen cooking in less than a minute. $19.19, mowing them down like the MG42. So we're just kind of focused on the flank because I don't think anything is going to happen front door. Syndicate has plenty of players front door. Recon plane, was that Syndicate? Yeah, once again, just wanting to see what's going on. We have tank in the D column, and supplies are going down there. So let's take a quick look over by D column. I mean, you're just looking at a front line, it's rock solid. Two commanders. Rarely do you ever see two commanders in the same screenshot. Did catch that. Oh, there's 7-6. Now, if he crests the top of the hill, Toledo, and again, we're above, so if we get down on their level, they're not really seeing. The closer they get to that tree, though, they're going to expose themselves. So he's just trying to peek, perhaps get Toledo to fire. But these guys are too salty. They know what's going on. So 7-6 is going to back off. Tiger's just going to sit there. So that's going to be a standoff between the two of them. This is about the closest I've seen 82nd. These trenches have changed hands at least 5 or 6 times throughout the match. Neither team really being able to push the other out completely and hold for any significant amount of time. And we just keep tweaking the audio settings and keep lowering the volume, hoping we'll get rid of that static problem. Satchel, man. There is no shortage of satchels in this game. My goodness. Let me get away before my ears blow up. Hook around. Star-Lord is about to realize any second now what's been planted. Now, what do we have? Is it tank? 7-6. And Tiger, I can hear his engine purring. Again, it looks like they can see one another, but because of the topography and it's obstructed by the hedgerow. 7-6 is right here. Where are you? There he is. And there they are. Hans has him in sight. This is going to be an easy kill. I think it should be. First one's in. Now, can the 76 get deflated before the second round comes out? And it cannot. Tanks with the W. Now, quick time check has it at about 15 minutes because we're subtracting the 2 minutes for the cap time on our midpoint AA network, which leaves us a little less than 15. And the way the map's playing out, the match is playing out, I should say. I think Syndicate is primed for a nice comfortable 3-2. I think they definitely respect 82nd and wouldn't try to push the 4-1. Yeah, you've got 2 Tiger tanks. I believe Khalito might be in the third. It's with about 15 minutes left. Just not seeing it. Although, man, precision strike for the win, though. We caught that. I'm actually hoping that they fix the precision strike to make the blast radius bigger than what it is. I mean, who cares if it tracks them? I mean, at the very least, if it doesn't destroy, you got to be able to knock the engine out so the damn thing can't move. But once again, Monarch sitting on the point proper, just reconning the shit out of everything. And avoiding rockets at the same time. But there it is. Another one by EK. All of those spots must be for artillery. Some time, or precisely timed artillery rounds on this little shed of a building, and that would eliminate at least one full squad. But 82nd, I think, is priming themselves up, even though they're down tanks. One big infantry push coming soon. And if I must say, I was just about to say, bombing runs have been pretty quiet up until now. And must be an 82nd AD bombing run. So at about 10 minutes, roughly, they still have one more bombing run. 82nd does. And it's getting close to where you just got to start throwing bodies, because I think Syndicate is just not interested in that 4-1. So you could just start launching everybody who's on defense at this point and kind of roll the dice and take your chances. And here it comes. You can just feel the intensity starting to build up. Like, artillery for 82nd has been quiet up until now. They're not defending the flanks as much. They're picking that one point they're going to focus on, which appears to be front door. And here it comes. Swole boy. Claps OP. But once again, look at what you got to deal with, man. Even if you breach the front door, you've got Giga and Robo holding their lines, controlling the wheat field. And that's what we're saying why it's so important, because this is where these two boys are right here. You must control this area because those MGs can lock down this whole wheat field. That's why you see so much emphasis from 82nd into controlling that area. I mean, these guys are not getting out of those positions. So the wheat fields are not open for business. It's going to have to come out of this trench. What you got to do, you got to smoke it, even though it gives away your position somewhat. Ooh, Roomba with a nice shotgun. I love watching bodies get blown to shit. Star might know something. Tried for that OP. all types of tanks. Covering the front door. MGs to the east, covering cornfield or wheat field, I should say. I mean, this is what you're talking about, boxing your opponent out. Pushing the front door. And now on the west side is controlling the 5 points, which is right below us. Nor Cider, Prank, Steve. It's pretty much been this way the whole match. What do you say, Prank? Smoke it if you got it, baby. Launches it, but all the grenades. Tetris having a nice day. Calling his name a lot. Now, did I just see? Oh, Syndicate recon flare going up and out. Now, Winky and Rooster, along with Trivox. Man, and another great mark. Once again, we're looking at the green marks of artillery today, heir apparent. It's like every single time 82nd, flanks around and thinks they're gonna get in. The marks are on their ass immediately. En route, takes down K. Takes Tristan down. Monarch gets shot up in the back. Now they have one in the point proper. Winky in the building. 2 bodies, but again, Syndicate owns the strong point quite easily. Tank support just below. And it's got to be demoralizing for 82nd every time they seem to get close to the cap zone. I mean, Syndicate does a good job of just cleaning them up, wiping them out. So 82nd is more or less resigned to holding what they got. And it's just gonna boil down to, do they have a big push here at the end? Now, can they handle the Syndicate tanks that are in those preferred positions? Once again, recon from Syndicate. It's been the same recon plane going across the 5 the whole match. Is that you, Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan, I found you. Lieutenant Dan gets OP up. Promising. And runs into the gun of Senpu, who's been waiting, holding corners. Not extending. We're down to our last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes of the match. Again, if we don't see cap progress, we're just going to clean it up a little bit. But right now, not enough weight on AA network right now from 82nd to make a difference. Syndicate has pulled. Let me just check to make sure. Yeah, they've pulled the flanks in. There's nobody really fighting out wide on either side. They've more or less said we're gonna control this sector, which is the EF 5-6 for the last, you know, what do we have? A minute 16. Syndicate tanks are now pressing forward. Geiger, Kalito, Jack. Yeah, it's no secret. They know exactly where 82nd's been because they've been there more or less the entire match. Now we do have a small contingent of infantry that got behind the tank. Actually, the tank decided to push up and out. Roomba wants to get control of the 5 points, and oh, is that Garrison? Now he sees Garrison. Now bombing run. Syndicate, not a Syndicate bombing run. That was an 82nd bombing run. Does take out Garrison. And we're about done here. This is about official in 3, 2, 1, and that's how it's going down. Syndicate with a nice, comfortable 3-2. You don't have to be flashy, you just got to be effective, and I think that's what we got today from them. Now, every single lane, every single line that they were holding, it's every guy for himself. Just push forward, you know. See how far you can get in the next 2 minutes. You know, if you can get to the Rule of Gar, great. But everything just starts to break apart. Anyway, that was a good game. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching the stream. Don't forget, APL has the finals coming next week. Syndicate will be playing Esprit de Corps. I'm sure you guys will be excited to tune in for that one. What else do we have? Like I said earlier, HCA is about to start up, and then shortly after that, in April, we will have our seasonal. Quick check of the stats. You guys can go over and take a look, see who's played well. Confident, Jesus, how do you put up that many points, my dude? How do you crack a G note on combat effectiveness and not being a tank? Man, Kalito's tank 4K. Yep. Tell me those guys still ain't getting it done. Everybody likes to say, they might have lost a set, but I don't see it. And for 82nd. Give our man Craven nice win. Good score out of Jim today. Froggers, wow, big. 900, man, that's a great score, Froggers. A little bit of a tough one today for 82nd, but you know, it's getting those reps, getting prepared. Yeah, getting ready. That's what they are. getting ready for seasonal, getting ready for HCA. Yeah, so Sainte-Marie-du-Mont in the books. Syndicate with another nice win. Looked impressive. Hey, is that Wild Bill? Holy shit, Wild Bill joined 82nd. What's up, Wild Bill? I haven't seen you around. Good to see you back. But anyway, yeah, that was it, guys. Not much else to say. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I know I'm going to do the same thing. Hit the button down below. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace.